doing very well today. I don't know what's wrong with
Well, then why doesn't he do what my lovely wife does? When she's under the weather, she puts her feet in a hot mustard bath.
It must take plenty of mustard to cover her dogs.
Oh, I heard that remark, Costello.
I said it for you to hear.
All right.
Get your nets out, folks. The Barracuda are running again.
Just a minute, Costello. How dare you compare me to a barracuda?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Niles. My mistake.
That's better.
Barracuda's got teeth.
Oh, what an insult. I've got teeth.
Yes, but a barracuda keeps his teeth in water.
Oh, so what? I keep my teeth. Oh, stop that.
Just
You say it.
All right, never mind. Just a minute, Mrs. Niles. I'm afraid you'll have to excuse Costello tonight. He's on the ragged edge.
Oh, I'd like to push him off.
Darling, that was wonderful. You're so witty, dear. You're positively intoxicating.
Oh, no, Kenneth. You're the one who's intoxicating.
Oh, no, it's this, dear. You're intoxicating.
No, dear, you're intoxicating.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just been listening to a couple of zombies.
Well, Costello, you did it again. You're always insulting people. I've come to the conclusion that it's all caused by the ragged condition of your nerves. What you need are vitamins. Vitamins? Yes. For instance, B1. B1 what? Just B1. Just B1? Yes. Are you one? No.
Then why should I be one? If it ain't good enough for you, it ain't good enough for me. What do you want to do, push me into these things by myself?
I'm not pushing you into anything. I'm trying to tell you about something that's good for your nerves.
What is it?
B1.
But I don't want to be one.
I don't want you to be one.
No?
No, when I say B1, I don't mean B1. I mean B1.
Oh, when you say B1, you don't mean B1. You just mean B1.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Look, Costello, do you know anything about vitamins and calories?
Vitamins and calories? Sure. I know both of them. Whole vitamin and calf calories.
No, no. No, I'm talking about vitamins that contain thiamine. Have you ever heard of thiamine?
Thiamine? Sure, I know him too.
You know thiamine?
Yeah, simple thiamine.
No. Costello, you dummy. Thiamine is B1.
When did they reclassify him?
Look, I don't mean that. I've got thiamine right here in this little bottle. You see it?
Let him out before he chokes to death. Thiamine, get out of that bottle. Push out the cork and talk to me.
All right, look.
Thiamine, talk to me.
Quiet. Look, Costello, for the last time, I'm going to tell you what vitamins are. Vitamins are pills. A is the sunshine vitamin. B is for energy. Vitamins start with A and go to H.
That's all right with me.
Now, just remember, Costello, the vitamins are A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
I
H.
got a
Oh, get out of here.
And now here's Connie Hayes to sing a brand new song. For the first time on the air, listen to Saltwater Cowboy.
Who is that great, big, wonderful man? Wearing that fine coat of tan. He's the saltwater cowboy with the whole world for his reign. Just a saltwater cowboy and the herd is right to train. He's the rounding up his country's foes, wherever they may be. He's the saltwater cowboy, a United States Marine. Get along, little nippy, I can hear my singing pal. I'm taking you to pasture in a barbed wire corral. It's the soul of the earth, boy, and he's long and lank and lean. He's the saltwater cowboy, United States Marine. Get on, Silky Yankee, like that rub over west. I'm gonna send you talking with a star-striped U.S. Oh, you don't have to worry, he will keep your package free.
And that's the first half of the Abbott and Costello program from March 2nd of 1945. Chuck Shaden here in the hall closet on WXFM 106 on your FM dial. Mostly sunny and warm today with a high in the middle 80s. Tonight, fair with a low in the low or mid-60s. Tomorrow, more of the same. High will be in the mid-80s. As a matter of fact, you just rubber stamp that forecast right through Saturday. Warm and dry, highs in the middle or upper 80s. It's 72 degrees presently along the lakefront, 71 at Midway, 74 at O'Hare. Humidity is 66%, and the wind out of the northeast at 7 miles an hour. It's 17 minutes past 8 o'clock, Northwest Federal Savings Time.
Hello there. We've been waiting for you. It's time to play Thrift for Consequences. And here's your master of thrift, Ralph Petrel.
Thank you, Bud Clayton, and here's our first contestant. What is your name, ma'am?
Tallulah Feeney. I'm a homemaker.
Well, Mrs. Feeney, I have a question for you, and we're going to see if you know thrift or if you'll have to pay the consequences.
Fire away, Ralph.
All right. What is the name of the special thrift card offered by Northwest Federal Savings? The handy photo identification card, which enables you to purchase traveler's checks without a service charge, permits free payment of utility bills, and offers free registered checks and free notary services.
Oh, my. Wait now.
Hurry now, time's running out.
Oh,
Here's a hint. It's a card offered by Northwest Federal Savings.
Oh, I know it. Wait.
Hurry, Mrs. Feeney. This is a special little thrift card, not a credit card.
Oh,
It's designed to save you money, not cost you money. Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Feeney. The answer is the fabulous Northwest card. Well, you couldn't talk about thrift, so you'll have to pay the consequences. And your consequence is to learn about thrift, Mrs. Feeney, the Northwest Card way. Mrs. Feeney, our luxury limousine is going to pick you away to Northwest Federal Savings, where you'll learn all about the great money-saving Northwest Card. You'll find that anyone with a savings account balance of $500 or more at Northwest Federal may have absolutely free a maximum money-saving Northwest Card. With your photo in full color, right on the card, to give you positive identification anywhere, anytime. But before you go, Mrs. Feeney, we have another surprise for you. We're going to hit you in the face with this number 5, Mrs. Feeney.
Northwest Federal Savings, serving you 63 hours of look at the high honor of the place. 63 hours a week in Chicago, Edison Park, Plains, Northridge, and Ireland and Heights. Now let's get back to Bud Abbott and Costello.
All right, Costello. Follow me in here. I'm taking you to see Dr. Bullfinch, the famous psychiatrist.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with me. I don't need to see no psychiatrist.
Oh, no? You've been acting very strangely. Nervous, fighting with people, wouldn't take your vitamins today. You had your lunch in the bathtub.
I always have my lunch in the bathtub.
Don't you think that's crazy?
No, I can take a bath and wash the dishes at the same time. There ain't nothing crazy but that, brother.
Well, there's another thing. You haven't taken your hat off for 3 days. You even go to bed with your hat on. Now, why don't you take your hat off?
What, let my pigeon fly away?
Oh, shut up. You're going to see the doctor, and right now. Ah, come right in, Mr. Abbott. I've been expecting you. So this is your little friend, Lou Costello, yes, you were perfectly right in your description of him. He does look a little, shall we say, yes. Yes, well, it don't matter. After all, many a simple man has gone places. How soon are you leaving? There's only one thing to do. Costello, I'm going to psychoanalyze you. If you touch me, brother, I'll call my mother.
Abbott, get me out of here.
Now, Costello, Dr. Bullfinch won't hurt you. Why, of course, I just want to probe into your subconscious mind. Now, for instance, have you had any dreams lately?
Oh, yes. Last night I dreamt I wanted a salami sandwich.
I find salami is imported. That suggests that you wanted to take a trip. Isn't that what you wanted?
No, I wanted a salami sandwich.
But didn't you try to analyze your dream? Didn't you go beyond the first phase?
Yeah, I did. I got up and ate the salami.
And that was all? You slept peacefully after that?
Not exactly.
I know it. You were subconsciously disturbed. You wanted to make that trip.
Yeah.
Now, did the dream repeat itself?
No, but the salami did. Well, let's forget the salami. I'm sorry I brought it up. Oh, you had one too?
Doctor, I think you'd better try something else.
Good idea, good idea. Now, let's try word associations. Now, Costello, I'll mention a word, and you tell me a word that is closely related to it. For instance, the word flower. What does that make you think of? Poppy. Good, good. Poppy is a flower. Now, what does poppy make you think of? Mommy. Mommy? That's funny. I don't think of mommy. Well, you should. Mommy thinks of you. Costello, please, will you pay attention to the man? Yes, let's start over again with the word flower. Now, what do you think of? Bed. That's perfect. Flowers grow in bed. Now, the next word is river. Bed. Riverbed. The next word is icebox. Bed. Bed. Costello, how can icebox make you think of bed? Now, try it. All right. Now, let's take the word tired. What does that suggest? Sleep. Sleep. That's right. Now we're getting places. What does sleep suggest? Delicatessen. How in heaven's name could sleep suggest a delicatessen? Because I might have another dream tonight and I'm all out of salami. Oh, this man is impossible, Mr. Rabbit. I suggest you take him to a rest home immediately. My nurse will go with you. Oh, nurse? Yes? I ain't going to go to no rest home, but no nurse. Costello. Look who the nurse is. Linda Darnell. Beautiful. Yes. That's enough. I'll go. Yeah, you are right. I am a sick man. Oh. Now that you've got it pretty nice, you're a sick man, eh? That's got nothing to do with it. Come, Miss Darnell. Let us pay to the rest stop. Oh, just a moment. Mr. Costello. Please, Mr. Costello, we have to be really sick. Honestly, I'm sick as anything. I have pitches on my head. I feel about salami. I have much in the back tub.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Costello. I only give my personal attention to critical cases.
But my case is critical. Do you realize I'm dying? Oh, Costello, how do you know you're dying? I just busted my lifetime top hat. Just think, Linda. You can nurse me back to health. Then we'll go steady together.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, but I only go out for certain persons. So what about me? Who's certain you're up for?
Now, Costello, stop talking like this. Miss Darnell may have a boyfriend, you know.
I certainly have, and what a man. He has the charm of a dozen men and the body of a prize fighter.
Oh, yeah? Well, what's the matter with me?
You have the charm of a prize fighter and the body of a dozen men.
The body of a dozen men, huh, Linda? Now, listen, I'm not that fat.
You're not fat. Oh, but just look at you. And people say Los Angeles is spread out.
Yes, Costello. Miss Darnell is right. You certainly are fat. In our last picture, you photographed as big as an elephant.
No wonder I keep getting peanuts in my treadmill. Now, never mind this old ranch now, Linda. Now, let us flee to the rest home.
Not so fast, Costello. Look, before I can take you to rest, give you my personal attention, I'm fully convinced that you need a mental rest.
Okay, I can prove, and I can prove that I need it. Damn it. Tell her what I did this morning. Let's tell her. If you really want me to tell her that, go ahead. I'm brave that. Go ahead, tell her.
Later this morning, Costello walked all the way from his house to the studio on his head.
On your head,
On my head.
why the suspenders?
I don't wear suspenders, and it keeps my pants up.
Here's McCarty Hayes, 6 seasons new hit, Lovely Way to Spend an Evening.
Some like to live for the moment. Some like to just reminisce. But whatever I do,
you.
Well, Costello, here we are. The Mark Torrance Rest Home in the hospital in Banning.
Hospital, Pete? I was in the hospital last night.
What happened?
What happened? Yesterday afternoon, my Aunt Minnie had triplets. And there was her husband, Uncle Henry, sitting up in a bed with a pink bed jacket on, holding one of the kids in each arm.
Your Uncle Henry had a kid on each arm? Where was your Aunt Minnie?
Oh, she had to go to work. She's a riveter at Lockheed.
Now, just a minute, Costello. You said your Aunt Minnie had triplets.
That's right.
And your Uncle Henry was only holding 2 of them. Now, where was the other baby?
Oh, Aunt Minnie took him to work with her.
Well, that's ridiculous, Costello. What would that little baby be doing, your Aunt Minnie, in a defense plane? Now, tell me that.
Who do you think throws her the rivets?
So, Costello, if anybody ever needed a rest home, it's you. Come on, let's go in. Now, we've got to get you to bed.
Good evening, boys. We've been expecting you.
Oh, hello, Linda. Let's not waste any time. Come on, start soothing my nerves.
Costello, you must talk in a whisper. This is a rest home.
Yes, Costello, remember that. You've got to be very quiet. This is a rest home.
All right, I'll remember that. Look, Linda, have you got an outside room with a bath? Somebody's got a leaky radiator.
Please, Mr. Costello, you must observe absolute silence. Understand? Silence. Okay, Linda. Very well. Come on, follow me. I'll announce you. Mr. Costello is here!
Mr. Costello is here!
Mr. Costello is here! Costello is here!
Stop the noise! Linda, I thought you said this was a rest home.
It's recess.
Oh.
Miss Darnell, we'd like to see the head doctor. Who's in charge?
Dr. Blaney, but he isn't here.
Where is he?
He probably went away for a rest.
Well, in Dr. Blaney's absence, Dr. Maney is in charge. Oh, here he comes now.
Well, good evening, gentlemen. I'm Dr. Maney, M.E.
M.E.? What's that?
That's me. Greetings to you.
And nuts to you.
Dr. Maney, this is Lou Costello. He's the new patient.
Oh, a new patient, huh? Well, we here at this happy haven of health have a few simple rules we must abide by. For example, no riding bicycles through the corridors after 3 in the evening.
But would it be okay for me to drive my automobile to the back room?
Yes, providing you don't stop in the library for gas and oil. But remember, the most important rule that we have is I.E. and to wit. Whatever happened to Mrs. Pruneface?
Abbott, I may not have a nervous breakdown yet, but if I play my cards right, this is the place to get one.
Costello, have a little more respect for the doctor, please.
Hello, Nurse Darnell speaking. Yes, all right. We'll send one up right away.
Who was that?
The horse in 619 wants another blanket.
Why don't you give him mine? I've got a sweater.
Well, gentlemen, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go now. I must see if the nurses are comfortable. Bye.
Look, Linda, when does Costello start resting?
Yes. Well,
I mean, after all, somebody, Connie should have been here by now.
yes, you know they're going to operate on...
Nurse Darnell, I'm all ready for my operation.
My goodness, Linda, are they going to operate on this beautiful little girl?
Yes, they're going to operate on her in a few minutes.
Do you mind if I cut in? I'll take your salary, too, this week.
Costello. Costello, you didn't come out here to... Will you listen to me, please? Now, you didn't come out here to be with girls. You're supposed to relax.
Well, different people relax in different ways. I'm one that relaxes in different ways.
All right, never mind.
Well, Mr. Costello, it's time for you to go in and see Dr. Daney. He's in his office now, resting. Why don't you go in and wake him up?
I don't want to wake him up. Maybe he's dreaming about a salami sandwich.
Oh, that's quite all right, Mr. Costello. Just tiptoe in that door quietly and say, Dr. Daney, Dr. Daney, wake up. It's me.
Open the door, Costello. Go in.
Dr. Daney, wake up. It's me. It's Costello.
Nice, doctor. You don't have to be nervous. All you need is rest. Plenty of rest and quiet. Relax. Relax. Rest up. But look, I used to be nervous, always on edge, nerve sharp. But no more. Rest. Rest. Plenty of rest. That's the thing. Fix you up in no time. I know, but Calm down. Calm down. Hold the mind. All right, Have a good time. Relax. Relax. Sleep. Get sleep. Plenty of sleep. That's what you need. Sleep. 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 Take it easy, Doctor. You'll be all right.
When are you going to examine Costello?
Waste of time. We'll get some rest. Go ahead. Hurry. Plenty of rest and quiet.
Did you see Dr. Daney?
Yes, ma'am. I saw him.
Well, what did he say?
Rest. Plenty of rest and quiet.
And there it is. That's it. The Bud Abbott and Lou Costello broadcast, Armed Forces Radio rebroadcast from March 2nd of 1945 with Linda Darnell. I think it seems about every time I've heard a Bud Abbott and Lou Costello show, they're taking Costello to a psychiatrist or a haunted house run by a mad psychiatrist. Close to the movies, Abbott and Costello. Chuck Shaden here in the hall closet on WXFM. 106 on your FM dial. It's 8:34. It's 71 degrees, and I have a sound for you from a suspense show. It's on our cassette tape of the month for the month of August.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Well, monsieur, speak out.
I was holding Marjorie's hand on one side and her aunt's on the other. And they didn't move either. Nobody let go or left the circle.
That's true.
Consequently, none of us could have killed Toby Stevens.
Yes, it is true.
Somebody must have sneaked in here.
Oh, no. As you said yourself, the door is bolted on the inside.
Then who the devil did kill him?
Well, that's the question.
That is the question. Suspense, starring Peter Lorre in Moment of Darkness. And that's just half of the excitement on our tape for August, because on the other side we offered The Shadow, great mystery. It's an hour of good radio entertainment. It's our cassette tape of the month for August. It's only $5 from the Hall Closet, Box 421, Morton Grove, 60053. Brett Morrison stars as Lamont Cranston, wealthy young man about town who becomes the Shadow to prove that crime does not pay. It's a thriller, and it's called Stakeout. We also have a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense, as Peter Lorre, Wendy Berry, and George Zucco star in Moment of Darkness. Two fine mysteries on our cassette tape of the month for August. Only $5 from the Hall Closet, Box 421, Morton Grove, 60053. Or you can get your August cassette at any office of Northwest Federal Savings. But by mail, send $5 for The Shadow and Suspense. Send to the Hall Closet, Box 421, Morton Grove, 60053. Now, here's Martha Ray.
would be heaven to fly to heaven with you. It would be heaven to fly to heaven with you. To fly to heaven with you.
That's a different side of Martha Ray's talents there. Stairway to the Stars, recorded that back in the 1930s. Our Metro Golden Memory Shop at 5120 West Irving Park Road is ready to serve you with lots of memory minders of the good old days. We have hundreds of recordings of old-time radio shows on cassette tape and on LP records, plus big band, soundtrack, and personality recordings. Lots of new things to bring back the old times, lots of old things to provide more good times. Movie posters, magazines, books, cards, games, great jigsaw puzzles, gifts, and novelties. It's all there, and it's all waiting for you at our Metro Golden Memory Shop at 5120 West Irving Park Road, just east of Laramie. Pay us a visit real soon. Our MGM shop is open Tuesday and Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., Thursday, Friday, and Saturday until 8 p.m., and on Sunday from 1 to 5. Come in and see all the goodies at Metro Golden Memories, 5120 West Irving Park Road, 2.5 blocks west of Northwest Federal, just across the street from Nelson Hirschberg Ford. Metro Golden Memories, our MGM shop. Well, let's see, maybe you're planning on coming to the Memory Club this Saturday evening over in the community room at Northwest Federal Savings. We have a great movie for you. It's Gold Diggers of 1933 with Joan Blondell, Ruby Keeler, Dick Powell, Guy Kibbe, Warren William, Ned Sparks, Ginger Rogers, Sterling Holloway. It's a spectacular Busby Berkeley dance extravaganza. It's the hey, let's put on a Broadway show kind of an idea, and you'll love it. We have a film clip from the movie in the studio today, so this just runs for a couple of minutes, but we want to pull down the shades. Let's see, we'll pull down the shades in the studio here. That's it. Okay, good, we'll do that. And we've got our projector set up. We have our movie projector set up. We can just use the wall over there. I don't want to get a screen. It's only 4 minutes here. But this is a clip. We're all set on that. Okay, this is a clip from the Shadow Waltz number. Dick Powell, this is where the violins are all illuminated. They're like neon lined with light. And all of the people playing the violin, all the violinists, are forming a gigantic violin on the screen. It's a fantastic number. Well, let's roll. Let's turn on the projector. We'll turn off the lights. And this is the Shadow Waltz number from Gold Diggers of 1933.
Long
can bring. Take me in your arms and let me hear you. Let me linger long. Let me live my song. In the winter, let me bring the spring to you. Let me feel that I mean everything to you. In the shadows when I come and sing to you. In the shadows when I come and sing to you. In the shadows let me come and sing to you. Let me dream a song that I can bring to you. Take me in your arms and let me sing to you. Let me live my song. Let me live my song. Let me bring the spring. I'll leave everything to you. Love goes on. Will be you, will be you. In the shadows when I come and sing to you. In the winter, let me bring the spring to you. Let me feel that I mean everything to you. In the shadows when I come and sing to you.
In the shadows when I come and sing.
Oh, man, that's really great, isn't it? There it is. It's going to end now. They don't make movies like that anymore. You can turn off the projector now. Just a minute. No, it's the switch on the left. On the left over there. That's it. We got it. Okay. That's a film clip from Gold Diggers of 1933. We have it this Saturday night in the Memory Club over in the community room at Northwest Federal Savings. Ruby Keeler and Dick Powell and Joan Blondell and Busby Berkeley producing all those fabulous numbers like that, the Shadow Waltz number. Perhaps tomorrow we have a couple of other clips on this, and maybe through the week here we can show a few more of them to you over radio. We have the ability to cloud men's minds and to do that on the mornings here in our hall closet. Chuck Shaden on WXFM 106 on your FM dial.
Carpeting and furniture need to be cleaned, and now there's a way to earn a 20% discount on the finest professional cleaning. This is Carmelita Pope. With Magicus standby rates, you earn a 20% discount on carpet and furniture cleaning in your home or office. Just call Magicus and ask for a standby coupon. When an opening occurs on a Magicus route, you'll be contacted. If you take advantage of that opening, you'll earn 20% off the regular price. This is no gimmick sale. You really earn that 20% discount by allowing Magicus to set the day of the appointment and balance their routes and schedules. So come clean now and earn a 20% discount. See your white pages or Chicago Phone Club 78600. Bank cards welcome. And ask Magicus about soil retardant. It keeps carpets and rugs cleaner longer. Come clean with Magicus. Get your whole house Magicus clean.
And this is Chuck Shaden in the hall closet on WXFM. By the way, you can get a 9x12 domestic rug Magicus clean for only $24.85. Well, it's a Tuesday morning, and at about this time every Tuesday morning we present
the original Gong Show. The Skelly Oil Company presents Captain Midnight. Captain Midnight, brought to you every day, Monday through Friday, at this same time, by the Skelly Oil Company, Skelly Jobbers and Dealers. Skelly, you know, was the originator of tailor-made gasoline. Skelly Aromax, the gasoline that's weather right for your car. And now, fellas and girls, here's what I've been waiting to tell you about. The new holiday edition of Captain Midnight's Flight Patrol Reporter is now ready. Your very own Flight Patrol newspaper, with a wealth of thrilling new pictures, stories, thrills, and mysteries, is now in the hands of your nearby Skelly man. And say, I know you'll agree that it's the most entertaining and exciting issue of the Flight Patrol Reporter you've ever seen. Listen, here are just a few of the thrilling features. First, there's a marvelous picture map of the Parade of Ranch and all the wild Mexican mountain country where the story of Captain Midnight is taking place. This big picture map shows the crater of the extinct volcano and the dried lake bed where Captain Midnight's plane had its strange mishap, the underground river, and the waterfall where Chuck and Patsy had their narrow escape, the Pareda Hacienda, where Ivan Shark is holding forth with his gang of cutthroats. Yes, these and many other points of vital interest in the story are all shown on this wonderful picture map. You'll be able to see just where everything is happening. But think of it. This is only one of the features in the new Flight Patrol report. Listen, here's something else. The true meaning of the secret password, Coco Hocus. If you figured it out, did you write in about it? Was your solution correct? Well, you'll find all the answers in the new holiday edition of the Flight Patrol Reporter. And maybe your own name will be in it, or the letter you wrote. Why, say, there'll just be dozens of thrills in this new issue of your own club newspaper. But now listen, here's how to get your very own copy absolutely free. The next time you're out in your family car, stop at your Skelly service station and show the Skelly man your Flight Patrol membership card. That's all. You don't need any labels or box tops or anything. Just tell your Skelly man you're calling for your new Flight Patrol reporter, and he'll give you your very own copy absolutely free. Say, tell all your friends about it and get yours, too, tomorrow. And now to Captain Midnight. The famous pilot and Senor Pareda have unexpectedly captured Von Griff, chief pilot for Ivan Shark. In the meantime, Chuck, accompanied by Patsy and Pebbles, is making the rounds of the guard posts at their temporary headquarters. It is now about 2:30 in the morning. They have come to the post occupied by Pinky Drake and Slim Poole. But to their alarm, the two old miners are missing. Chuck is afraid they've been captured by Ivan Shark's men. Listen as Chuck says.
That's the only thing that could have happened. Pinky and Slim must have been captured by Shark's men. What'll we do, Chuck? What can we do? Find the good amigo of Pinky and Slim. Just can't understand it, Chuck. Pinky and Slim would never leave their post. Let's be quiet a few seconds and see what we can hear. That's a good idea. What's your thing, Chuck? Maybe it's outside of the range of the troops. You don't like to hear anything else. It's hard to get a shot. Good idea, Chuck. Let's go out and use the first. We're going to run into the ravine a short distance. Let's try not to make any noise. Okay, come on. Perhaps we capture the scout of Ivan Shark. Nothing doing here. Not going to take any chances like that. Not while Captain Midnight's alive. Might find that we're the prisoners instead of one of Shark's men. Look out. Get first. The panther. Hey, Pepsi. Don't wait for that. Okay, amigo. There. I heard it again. Right in the head. Pepsi, inside. How did it sound on his house? Can't understand what they're saying. Look. Look straight ahead. That's what it's like. That's the parade. No chance. There's no run around. What's that dark stuff? Looks like some gas or underwater. Sounds like he's falling in the hands of the leader. See what we can find out. Really, amigos? But we've got to be mighty careful. Come on. Come on. Your book is full.
Great business. You don't make me sick. If you don't think you got that in your nuts, what do you want to come snooping around here for?
Well, listen, Anthony Slim. I hear the voice, but I do not see it. Sure, look at that. It's the guy of the grass.
Taking the deer right from a bounding down the path. All right? And instead of the deer, you come a bounding along and following your old trap. Well, that ain't good. Well, I thought the further away, maybe. I didn't know it was supposed to see it. Yeah, there you are. Down the bottom of your old trap. And it's so deep you can't climb out. Holding trucks or some of the persons coming along. It's sure well, even after you old rascal, going down into my deer trap, you sure never pass for a deer, not with that homeless
So you fell into your own trap, Hitler. Well, it looks like that's what I knew. Oh, you niggas, they fall down on the ground. Oh, boy. That's the funniest thing I ever heard.
Well, now that you've had your laugh, how about helping us out?
Okay, Slim. We'll get a long branch to hold down here. Pebbles and I can push out one by one. You'll be up on top in no time.
We now change to a different scene. It is shortly before daybreak, and Ivan Sharp, in the library of the Breda Hacienda, has been drawing lines on a paper before him. Suddenly, he stops, and Gardo asks,
Well, Chief, are we all set?
Yes, Gardo. I've been working out the final plan, and now we are all ready.
Good. The pilots will be called in 15 minutes.
Very well, then. Here's the plan. I have drawn, as you see on this paper, an outline of the valley. The planes will operate here by flying on the eastern, the western, and southern ends. They will start the herd moving northward.
Okay, Chief, I get you.
Now, one plane must always be on the east, another on the west, and a third one on the south. And you, Gardo, you will fly above and direct the drive. You will also tell the pilots the order in which they are to return for gas and oil. This they will have to do in rotation.
That'll be easy, Chief. We can always have 4 planes in the air anyway, while one's getting refueled.
Yes, that is what must be done.
Well, where'll you be, Chief?
At intervals, Gardo, I will take off in my own plane to see how the drive is progressing. And when I see the cattle entering the northern pass, I shall fly to meet Senor Lusso, who will pay the balance due on our agreement.
That's the stuff, Chief. Don't forget the dough. And, when you get it, don't forget your pal Gardo.
You need have no fear on that score, Gardo. If you do your duty well, you shall get a reward that will open your eyes.
Okay, Chief. That'll sure suit me.
Now then, you'd better go out to the line and see that the mechanics have the ships ready to fly. Then you will find... This must be important.
Master, I have a message for you.
Very well, Fang. What is it?
Messenger just arrived from Tex Rossman. He say tell you black plane take off last night from Dry Lakebed.
What? Listen to that, Chief. It must have been Captain Midnight.
Quickly, Gardo. Go and rouse the pilot. Captain Midnight may be up to something. And should you meet him in the air, Gardo, shoot him down. If you fail, do not come back here. Now then, go.
Again, we return to the little circular valley in the mountains. Night is over, It is an hour after daylight. Chuck Ramsey is pacing anxiously back and forth along the shore of the dried lake. Standing near him are Patsy, Pebbles, Pinky, and Slim. Listen as Patsy exclaims.
Something must have happened, Chuck, or Captain Midnight would have been back by this time. So what now? Well, it's up to you, Chuck. We left you in charge.
See me, amigo. You are now El Capitan. You are the big boss. You shall say what is to be done.
And that's kind of a tough kind of a spot to be in.
I'll say it is, Pinky.
The thing I'm afraid of is they've had to make a forced landing. You know, none of these engines in these black planes are any too good.
I know it. Well, I've made up my mind. I'm jumping into the cockpit of this other ship and taking off.
Gosh, Chuck, can I go along? You'll have to have somebody act as an observer.
Oh, please me, amigo. I would like to fly, too. Oh, I should have an observer. It would help an awful lot in trying to locate a ship on the ground. But wait a minute. I've got to start this engine first.
Come on, Slim. Now, look out for that air propeller.
Yeah. Get back from the prop, everybody. I'm going to turn her over.
What about it, Chuck? Are you going to take anybody or not?
Oh, I don't know what to do, Patsy. I'd rather have you stay, but then again, you've done a lot more flying than Pebbles, and you could spot a plane on the ground quicker.
Oh, then let me go.
But then again, you might run into trouble. I don't want to expose you to any danger. And another thing, Pebbles knows this country a lot better. Hey, Pinky, Slim, come here a minute, will you?
Okay, Chuck.
Patsy, you and Pebbles stand back a little, will you?
Why, yes, Chuck.
See me, amigo. Well, what do you have, Chuck?
Now, listen, you two. I'm going to stop. But one thing is certain. You two are in charge while I'm gone.
We'll do everything we can, Chuck.
I know you will. But what would you do about taking someone along with you?
Well, if you ask me, Chuck, I'd take Patsy. She's got awful sharp eyes. She knows a lot about flying. We're going to be kind of short-handed here, and we'll need another man to do guard duty. We couldn't very well have Patsy do that.
No, that would be taking too much of a chance. All right, it's settled. Patsy,
Yes, Chuck?
get up in the rear cockpit.
Boy, you bet I will.
Pinky, Slim, take care of Ma Donovan. Don't let any of Sharp's men get in here. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay, Chuck.
Take care of yourself, Chuck.
All right, fasten your belt, Patsy. I'm going to warm up the engine as we taxi out. We've got to find out what's happened to Captain Midnight.
Well, Chuck and Patsy have taken off on a dangerous mission indeed. This morning, the air will be full of planes flying for Ivan Shark. Don't miss the thrilling cattle drive in the next adventure. Tune in tomorrow to Captain Midnight. Say, isn't it going to be swell to have a clear, detailed picture map of the very place where the story of Captain Midnight is taking place, so you can see the whole thing right before you as you listen? And boy, oh boy, is it going to be some sport to find out the true meaning of the secret password, Code Hosa, and read the names of those who sent in the best correct answer. Oh, but Chuck, this isn't a drop in the bucket to all the other fun you'll find in the swell new holiday edition of the Flight Patrol Reporter. And think of it, it's absolutely free. Just show your Skelly Man your Flight Patrol membership card, and you get your very own free copy right on the spot with no wait. So remember, the next time you're out in the Cabinet car, tonight, tomorrow, or this weekend, stop at your Skelly service station for your new holiday edition of the Flight Patrol Reporter. It's ready and waiting for you right now. And don't forget to tune in again tomorrow, same time, same station, for further transcribed adventures of Captain Midnight. Brought to you by the Skelly Oil Company, Skelly Jobbers and Dealers. What will happen to Chuck on his dangerous mission? Can he stop the cattle drive single-handed? And where is Captain Midnight? Be sure to listen tomorrow. Until then, this is Don Gordon, your Skelly Man, saying goodbye and happy landing!
That's Captain Midnight from December 7th of 1939. Where is Captain Midnight? Kind of an early December vacation for the captain, maybe. This is a broadcast from December 7th of 1939. This is Chuck Shaden here in the Hall Closet on WXFM. Another Captain Midnight adventure coming up next Tuesday morning here in the Hall Closet. We have lots more coming up in the Hall Closet, too. Some good radio sounds, including Mystery is My Hobby, after we take a short break. This is WXFM. Stick around and don't touch that dial.
So you plan to buy a new Pontiac, huh? Well, that's a wise choice. Pontiac is a car you'll be proud of now and for many years to come. And you plan to buy it now. Another wise decision. The repairs on an older car would equal or exceed several payments on a brand new, beautiful Pontiac. Clark Pontiac at 800 West Madison in Oak Park has just the beautiful new Pontiac that's right for you. You really can't go wrong if it's a Pontiac, and if you buy it at Clark Pontiac, 800 West Madison in Oak Park. Clark Pontiac is the suburb's favorite dealer. People come to Clark from all over Chicagoland because they know Clark Pontiac's reputation for courtesy and price. So how about you? Isn't it time you got a car that you'll be proud of? And isn't it good news to know that Clark Pontiac will save you money? Now that your plans include Pontiac, you owe it to yourself to include Clark. That's Clark Pontiac at the stoplights, corner of Madison and Oak Park Avenue in Oak Park. Clark and Pontiac. They go together.
Hello, I'm Barbara Hale from Amana.
And I'm Danny Davis.
And the Nashville Brass.
And have we got something for you? A special bicentennial stereo album we made exclusively for Amana called America, 200 Years Young. Tell the folks how to get one, Barbara.
Just go to your Amana retailer and ask him to show you the full line of Amana upright freezers and Amana deep freeze chest freezers. And ask your Amana man to explain how much you can save a year buying meat on sale, freezing vegetables in season.
And then ask for your stereo bicentennial album with Danny Davis and the Nashville Brass, a $6.95 value for only $1.
There you have it. Two great money savers. Amana freezers with that great Amana quality and a stereo album with Danny Davis and the Nashville Brass for $1. You'll find Amana and your Danny Davis stereo album at Brooke Brothers All Stores.
In stereo at 106 from high atop Sears Tower, this is WXFM, Elmwood Park, Chicago.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago's way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was a top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's a boogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand. Because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps in when he plays reveille. He's a boogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, he blows it eight to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie bugle boy of Company B. He was the boogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he plays boogie bugle, he was busy as a blues bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump ahead to the bar. He's the boogie bugle boy of Company B. Doo-doo-doo-doo-riata, doo-riata, toot-toot, he blows it eight to the bar. He can't blow a note if the bass and guitar isn't with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand. Because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie bugle boy of Company B. He puts them up to sleep with boogie every night. And wakes them up the same way in the early fright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet. Because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie bugle boy of Company B.
The Andrews Sisters, Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Chuck Shaden here in the hall closet on WXFM 106 on your FM dial. It's 8 minutes past 9 o'clock, and weatherman says mostly sunny and warm today, tonight, tomorrow, the next day, the day after that. Well, it won't be sunny in the evenings, but that's about the way it's going to be. Highs will be in the middle or upper 80s throughout the rest of this week, and right now it's 76 degrees, so it's not bad weather, really. Yeah, a little sticky, a little muggy, but not so bad. You can beat the heat and get special savings on Westinghouse and Frigidaire room air conditioners now during the summer savings sale at Townhouse TV and Appliances. No matter how hot a spot you're in, Townhouse can cool you off with a Westinghouse or Frigidaire room air conditioner that's right for you. Choose from compact models you can carry home and install yourself, mobile air models for bigger cooling jobs, and heavy-duty models for the toughest jobs or multi-room cooling. Townhouse will even conduct a free survey of your home to determine size and voltage requirements with no obligation. Room air conditioners by Westinghouse and Frigidaire, waiting for you at Townhouse TV and Appliances, 7243 West Toohey Avenue. Open Monday, Thursday, and Friday nights till 9, Saturday until 5.
Opening soon, a bigger and better player piano parlor. We've moved to Wheeling on Milwaukee Avenue, but we're not quite officially open yet. We are here to help you, though. So if you need anything, or if you're just nosy, please give us a call at 541-5850. Meanwhile, we thought you'd enjoy this interlude of player piano music. Piano Parlor, opening soon.
Well, I never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love. Why'd you do me this way? Well, I never felt more like crying all night, 'cause everything's wrong and nothing ain't right without you. You got me singing the blues. The moon and stars no longer shine. The dream is gone, I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. But well, I never felt more like running away. But why should I go? 'Cause I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. You got me singing the blues. Oh, the moon and stars no longer shine. The dream is gone, I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. Well, I never felt more like running away. But why should I go? 'Cause I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues.
That's Guy Mitchell singing the blues. We must have played that 187 times a day back in the 1950s, in high school, early 50s, before the change. the change was with when Elvis started to wiggle. That was the change in the music tastes. I think it started that way, about 55 or 56. I think it was around that point there. Things started getting a little more bouncy and rocky at that point. And that is about the point where we usually end the music that we play on this show. We start with Coon Sanders and then go right up to the point in the 50s where Elvis started the wiggle. Although we would play Love Me Tender once in a while, and indeed we play some things since then. But Lord knows there are a million stations where you can listen to all those things. Not too many where you can listen to these things. And that's why we're here. And I suspect that's why you are there. And I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad you're there. And we like to communicate with you. And we like to invite you to subscribe to our Nostalgia newsletter and radio guide. That's a sneaky way to get into that, but that's the story at this point. A one-year subscription is only $6. That's the good news. Bad news, the annual rate will be going up very soon. That's not going to be that bad, but we do have to go up with the rate because these postage costs and costs of production and all that other business that goes with putting out what we think is a very interesting and informative publication. It contains 32 pages of articles and photos about the days that we love, as well as the complete schedule of old-time radio shows that we broadcast throughout the week on a number of Chicagoland stations. If you would like to subscribe, you can do so right now by calling us here at our Nostalgia Broadcast Center at 545-2260. That's 545-2260. Just call in with your name and address, and we'll start your subscription with our September issue, which is at the printers now, and which we get back later this week, and we'll get into the post office before the end of the week, or by the end of the week, and you will have it by first-class mail at the beginning of next week, before the end of August, so that you will be able to see what we've got going for you in September. And boy, have we got some good stuff coming up in September. The newsletter, too, is a goodie in September. Cover features Burns and Allen, and then we have reprint articles by Al Jolson about the Hollywood stars facing the government's wartime ceiling on wages, and another about Fred Allen's 10th anniversary in radio. We have original articles about the Coon Sanders Nighthawks, speaking of them, about Laurel and Hardy, and about the shuffle rhythm of Jan Savitt and his orchestra. We have our dime store classified ad page, news of our Saturday night memory club get-togethers, and all kinds of little tidbits here and there. Subscribe now to our Nostalgia newsletter and radio guide. A year's subscription is only $6. Call us at 545-2260. That's 545-2260, or send $6 to Nostalgia Newsletter, Box 421, Morton Grove, 60053. Now, our subscription rates will be going up this fall, so if you've been thinking about subscribing, now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their newsletter. $6 for a full year of good reading. Call us at 545-2260. Old-time radio is my hobby. Barton Drake's hobby is death. Or rather, is mystery. Mystery is his hobby. Death Loses the Body is the title of this story. This is a radio show from January 7th of 1948.
Mystery is my hobby. Ladies and gentlemen, Barton Drake speaking. This week I've selected for our drama Case History number 133 from my book, Mystery is My Hobby. I call it Death Loses the Body. Murder usually is done in dark places. The motives for murder are deep and treacherous.
often hidden beneath smiles and innocent faces. One never knows. Motives seldom come out into the open until a crime has been thoroughly investigated by the police, or by people like me who make mystery their hobby. Take the case of the lost body, for instance. Many things happened before I was called in.
Watch it, Mitch. Somebody at the door.
Yeah.
I guess we better see who it is.
Yeah. You stay back, Lou. I'll answer.
No, I will. Maybe it's one of the boys. I don't want any of the boys to get the idea that I've gone hi-hat.
I'll answer it. I've been telling you for 6 months. The bodyguard sees the guys before the boss does. You're too valuable to the gang to be risking your neck. Oh, it's you. It's okay, Lou. This is Lila.
What does she want?
I want to talk to Mr. Dowden, Mitch.
Says she wants to talk to you, Lou.
Well, let her in.
Yeah. Come on in, Lou.
I thought all you chorus girls had gone home by this time, Lila.
I've got to talk to you, Mr. Dowden.
What about?
You've been awfully nice to Vi and me, Mr. Dowden. Awfully nice.
I'm nice to all the girls.
Yeah, but you've been nicer than that to us. I'm talking about how you introduce us to all the guys you know. Guys that have money and don't care if they spend it.
Never mind that. Get to the point. The sun's coming up. I don't like to stick around a spot like this after daylight.
I'm worried about Vi. I saw a letter she was writing her mother. I don't know why I read it. I don't do those kind of things. Maybe it was because I've been noticing how jittery Vi has been lately. Anyway.
What about the letter? Will you get to the point?
It was to her mother. Vi wrote her mother that she was scared and didn't know what to do. She spilled everything. How wild this place is a nightclub. It also is a place for shoving the queer. She even told her mother how she did it. How you sold it to the mob boys. $1,000 worth of queer tens for $250 in real money. She even...
That's enough, Lara. I don't want to hear any more. Better run along home now.
Oh, yes, sir.
Keep your nose clean from now on. I don't ever want to hear you ratting on a pal again.
Yes, sir.
I'll forget it this time, but not again. I don't want people around me who rat on their friends, not even if their friends are doing something against them. Understand, Lila?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dowden.
By the way, Lila, I hear that Vi stole Tom Russell away from you. Is that right?
Yes, that's right, but... Oh, that's all right with me. I don't care about him. I can get a lot of guys. I'm not mad at Vi about that, honest.
You sure?
I just thought you ought to know about Vi double-crossing you, that's all.
All right. You've told me. You can go now.
Yes, sir.
Let her out, Mitch.
Yeah.
Mitch, it's too bad we let Vi and Lila know so much.
Yeah, too bad.
I think we'd better do a little checking on those two.
Yeah.
Right away, Mitch.
Oh, yeah, right away, Lou. Right away.
Who's there? No, don't. Don't. Please.
It was a bright afternoon, and I practically ran up the steps down to police headquarters. I hurried down the hall to a door marked homicide. I was in the mood for celebration. I just thought up a new idea for a story, and I wanted to share it with my good friend, the inspector. I'm very fond of that old bear, and though I never want him to know it, also of his opinions. So I opened his door and went in.
Hiya, Bart. Come on in. Oh, yeah. You are in, huh?
How's this for a plot, Inspector? The body of a Tahitian princess is found aboard a Navy destroyer. The destroyer is sailing in Alaskan waters. The destroyer's never been anywhere near Tahiti. It's just been newly commissioned. It's on a shakedown cruise, and it's nuts. Why? Doesn't it sound right to you?
A Tahitian princess on board a Navy destroyer. Why don't you have a dozen French professors found on the island of Laestrygonians? Maybe Ulysses could have found them when he visited the Laestrygonians. How's that?
Inspector, Greek mythology? What do you know about Greek mythology?
Just about everything there is to know. Cops aren't as dumb as you think, Bart.
Well, I never said they were, but Ulysses on the island of La Estragon... Inspector.
All that fancy stuff. It's just a lot of hem-stitching when it comes to real practical police methods.
Yes, I know, but...
And if you'll just take a little walk with me, I'll show you what I mean.
Oh? What are you doing? Working on a new case?
Yeah. Got a letter from a dame on Danville, Illinois. She got a letter from her daughter. Daughter's been working in the chorus at Lou Dowden's nightclub.
Well, you haven't interested me yet.
Well, she wants us to look her daughter up. Seems she told her mother she was afraid something was going to happen to her. Oh, come on, Bart. I'll give you the details on the way.
Well...
Come on. I'll show you how a cop works. A cop, not a poet, thinking about Tahitian princesses. Or writing verses about Cupid laughing at the way Minerva puckered up her face when she played the flute in front of all those celestial auditors.
Greek mythology. Inspector, Greek mythology. From you, of all people.
And that's about all there is to it, Bart. Girl said in this letter to her mother that... Oh, in here, this is the address. She said in the letter that Dowden's nightclub was the distributing place for a gang of counterfeiters.
And you say that her mother had sent letters and wires, even tried to telephone her daughter, but was unable to reach her.
Yeah. Down this hall, Bart. It's apartment 23. Yeah, so when she didn't get any answers, she got in touch with us. Asked us to look into it. Well, this is it. I'll ring. Probably nothing to it, just like most of them. Small-town dame.
Ring again, Inspector.
Oh, sure. Small-town dame comes to the city, thinks she's an actress, and gets into the wrong end of show business. Now, take Helen of Troy.
Somebody's coming, Inspector.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Something?
We're from the police. You Vi Hanley?
Why, Hamlet. Who's she? My name's Lila Frazee.
Pleased to meet you. This is Barton Drake, the author.
Yes.
We'd like to come in and talk for a few minutes, if you don't mind, Miss Fraser.
Well, certainly, gentlemen. Come right in.
Are you sure you don't know a girl by the name of Violet Hanley?
Why, no, I don't believe I've ever even heard of her.
I suggest you think that over for just a minute, my dear. The police have left a call from Miss Hanley's mother. She gave this address, this apartment number, also your name, Lila Fraser, as Vi's roommate. Now, do you want to change that statement?
I'm sorry, but I can't. I still have to say that I don't know any Vi Hanley.
I see. You work at Lou Dowden's nightclub, don't you, Miss Fraser?
Yes, I've been working there for over a year.
Mm-hmm. In the chorus?
Well, I'm a little more than a chorus girl. I greet the customers, too.
I see. And in the time you've worked there, you've never worked with a girl by the name of Vi Hanley?
No, I haven't.
Well, sorry to have bothered you. Guess we'd better go, Inspector.
Yeah.
I wish I could help you, but I can't.
Oh, that's okay.
If you ever come over to see the show, ask for me, Hampton.
Yeah, I will. Hey, Bart, you know something?
What, Inspector?
I'll bet she meant you.
Now, wait a minute, Inspector.
Huh?
Hey, take a look at this. I picked it up off the top of the lake.
Hey, Bart, you oughtn't to have done that. That's a wristwatch, an expensive one.
I know. And look at these initials on the back of it.
Yeah, V.H. V.H. Hey, that could stand for Vi Hanley. Why, that dirty dame, she was lying to us.
I'm afraid so.
What's it, girl? With a V. Oh, take those Greek girls, for instance. Venus. Lisa.
Yes, but I doubt very much if Vi Hanley is a Greek.
Oh, yeah. Come on. I'm going back in there. I'll take that name down to headquarters. I'll bet I can make her talk down there.
Shall I ring this time, Inspector?
Right. Ring nothing. I'm going anyway. Okay.
thought we'd gone, didn't you?
Look here, young lady, I want the truth. What do you know about Vi Hanley?
I told you, I don't know.
We overheard your phone conversation to Mr. Dowden, Lila. That's right.
I don't know. I don't.
Very well, my dear. I'll take you over to the same house. Maybe we can get you both in the same room. Have a one.
Hey, you'd better not have on your red flannels, honey, because I'm going to make you sweat.
And the curtain falls on Act 1 of Mystery is My Hobby. Story of Elton Drake. Part 1. July 7th, 1948. Loses the body. We won't lose the story. We'll get back to it in just a moment here. Chuck Shaden on WXFM. It's 29 minutes past 9 o'clock. Our Metro Golden Memory Shop at 5120 West Irving Park Road is waiting for you, and when you pay us a visit, you'll find some memory-jogging things to take you back for a nostalgic trip to the good old days of not so long ago. You'll find good new stuff and good old stuff. Tapes, records, books, magazines, cards, gifts, games, and novelties. You'll have a good time remembering Riverview, Saturday afternoon at the movies, rainy days in Monopoly, the big band era, the golden age of radio. Metro Golden Memories at 5120 West Irving Park Road, just east of Laramie. Why don't you come on over and browse for a little bit? Our shop is open Tuesday and Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., Thursday, Friday, and Saturday till 8, and from 1 to 5 every Sunday afternoon. Metro Golden Memories, a nice place to visit at 5120 West Irving Park Road, 2.5 blocks west of Northwest Federal, just across the street from Nelson Hirschberg Ford. Metro Golden Memories, the MGM shop. And now the next act of Mystery is My Hobby.
So we took Miss Lila Fraser and moved down to the cafe. Lou was in his office. His low-brow bodyguard stood near him, as both the inspector and I.
Silly, Mr. Drake. Well, he didn't call me. It must have been somebody else. Is that right, Nick?
Yeah. You're lying, Dowden.
You cops make me sick. You're always looking for an excuse to pick on us.
You still insist that no Vi Hanley ever worked for you.
That's right. How about it, Mitch?
Yeah. I ought to know. I know all the girls.
Well, in that case, do you mind if we look around a bit?
Not at all.
Well, fine.
If you have a warrant. If you haven't, you can't.
See what you mean.
Well, come on, Bart. We'll take Lila down to headquarters. We got ways down there.
Yeah, wait a minute. You ain't taking her.
Right, Mitch.
But, boss, I don't like
It's
you.
all right, Mitch. I'll have her out of there inside of 2 hours.
Well, come on, Inspector. Let's go.
Yeah. Come on, Miss Fraser.
All right. But I still don't know any Vi Hanley.
Well, I don't know. Paris grabbed Helen and took her off to Troy, but,
Wait a minute, Inspector.
Huh?
This sand and sack of cement out here in the driveway.
Yeah, what about it?
Maybe this is our clue. Maybe Vi is dead. Maybe they've sealed her body up in the wall.
No, nuts, Bart. Sometimes I wish they'd make a whole new set of laws.
No, Inspector, don't go off the deep end.
I know, but what kind of a law is it that allows a guy like Lou Dowden to get anybody out of jail anytime he wants to?
Like he did Lila Fraser?
Yeah. Now the judge won't issue us a warrant to search his place. Says we'll have to have more to go on. How are we going to get more to go on if we can't search the dump?
I know. It's tough, Inspector. It's tough.
I'm getting more like Pygmalion every day. Only worse.
What's Pygmalion got to do with the case at hand?
Well, he just got disgusted with women. I'm disgusted with the whole human race. Now, my car's out here right in front of headquarters.
Fine, Inspector. Who's this?
Hey, that's that Fraser dame. What's she...
Mr. Drake, Inspector, help me.
Now, wait a minute. Stop where you are, young lady. What's the big idea? You just got out of here.
Lou Dowden is after me.
He was the one who bailed you out, wasn't he?
Yes. Now he thinks I've talked. He's after me. He's going to kill me just like he killed Vi.
Come on, young lady. Let's go back inside.
I'll talk. I'll tell you everything I know.
Down, Lila. Get down, Inspector, quick! Hey!
You all right here, senor? Miss me? Hey, the name's here. Come on, my dear. Who did you to a hospital? Dirty bums. Did you see who they were, Bart? No, I couldn't tell.
I know. I saw them. It was Lou Dowden and Mitch.
Okay, nurse. We won't be long.
Well, Lila, how do you feel now?
All right, I guess.
The doctor says it's just a flesh wound. You'll be all right in a few days.
Now, we want the truth.
Oh, I'm afraid to talk. Lou will get me. I know he will.
No, he won't. Not while I'm on the job.
We've given out news to the papers that he did get you. The radio's been reporting that you were killed. So I think he'll not be looking for you.
Well, then maybe it's safe now to talk.
I'm sure it is.
I knew Vi Hanley, all right. She was my roommate.
We already know that.
I was killed on account of that letter she sent to her mother.
Who did it?
Lou Dowden or Mitch. I don't know which one.
How long ago was this?
5 days ago. It was on Lou's orders. I'm sure of that. He's the boss.
It was because of what she knew about the counterfeiting operation?
Yes, and that's why they tried to get me, too.
I see. But how do you know all this about Vi's killing, I mean?
I walked into Lou's office. Lou and Mitch were just closing a trunk. Vi's body was in the trunk.
You'll swear to that?
Yes, they fired 6 shots in her body.
How is it they let you see it?
They wanted me to, I guess. Lou said, Lila, you want to see what happens to people who squeal? I said, no, I already knew. And then Lou says, I think you ought to take a look anyway. It'll be a lesson to you. And then Mitch opened the trunk, and there was Vi's body lying face down, all bent up, double. All I could see was her back, but I knew it was Vi, all right. She had on the dress she was wearing that morning, and I could tell by the color of her hair, too.
Is that all you know, Miss Fraser?
Only that Lou said, let this be a lesson to you, Lila. We'd hate to have to take care of you this way. And then they closed the lid of the trunk, and I went out. It's been awful hard dancing there the last 5 days.
I don't suppose you have any idea what they did with the trunk, have you?
Sent it away somewhere, I suppose. I don't know for sure.
Well, my dear, you just stay here and get well. Don't be afraid. The inspector will see that you're guarded.
Yeah, and right now I'm going to go out and bring in Lou and Mitch. I got the place all surrounded, Bart. Nobody can get out.
But are you sure they're in there, Inspector? They aren't open for business yet, you know.
Well, of course, I'm not sure, but I'm betting on it.
Okay, let's go.
Hello. Lou Dunn. Mitch.
Somebody's here, I guess.
Don't be too sure. We'll go to the office. Lou, you're in there. Come on out with your hands up. I'm going to open the door, Bart.
Right. Be careful, Inspector.
You flatten yourself out on that side. I'll do likewise over here. Now, right.
Well, I guess they are connected.
Here goes. I'm going to take a look. Down, Bart, down.
Cut it off, Rich. Put down that gun. I told you I didn't want any gunplay. I haven't got a thing on us.
No dirty fat foot's gonna pull me in.
Put down that gun. It's an order.
Okay.
On in, gentlemen. I'm waiting for you.
Get your gun out, Bart, and come on. All right, boys. Put your guns on the table.
Certain, Inspector.
You too, Mitch.
Well, I do as he tells you, Mitch.
Take care of them, will you, Bart?
Right you are, Inspector.
All right, Inspector. What's the charge?
Charge? Well,
I presume there is a charge, or is this just some more high-handed tactics that you police sometimes use to frame people who make a little more money than you are?
We're going to ask a question or two.
Well, what's stopping you?
Shut up, Mitch. Go ahead, gentlemen.
What happened to the trunk with Vi Hanley's body?
Vi Hanley's body. Are you crazy?
what happened to
I
it?
never heard of it. Never heard of Vi Hanley, for that matter. I told you that before.
No use, Lou. We know it was you who shot Lila Fraser yesterday. She talked before she died.
Why, that little...
She told us how she walked into this office, how she saw the trunk with Vi's body in it. Now, both of you gentlemen were here preparing to send the trunk away. What we want to know is where you sent it.
Little rat, she lied. Even when she was dying, she lied, trying to put us on a spot.
Where did you send that trunk, Lou?
I'm going to tell him, Lou. I'm going to tell him the truth.
Shut up, Etch. Just because one crazy dame confesses, that isn't enough to send us up.
I'm going to talk. I gotta.
You're not gonna talk. Not now or ever 21.
I gotta talk. I gotta. I ain't going to take no murder rap.
Go on, Mitch.
That's a bunch of lies Lila told. The only trunk we know anything about is the one she asked us to get rid of.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Etch, I'm warning you.
I don't care. The trunk was in Lila's apartment. We don't even know what was in it. I had a hunch maybe it was Vi, but I didn't know for sure. But if it was Vi, Lila killed her, not us. Lila was just using us to get rid of the body, that's all.
What did you do with that trunk, Mitch?
I took it to the Eversafe warehouse.
Under what name and address?
Milton Green. Phony address in Florida.
Okay, Inspector. First, I think we better locate the trunk. Then we'll continue this down at headquarters.
Etch, I'm gonna kill you for this.
And the trunk lid closes on the second act of Mystery is My Hobby from January 7th, 1948. This is Chuck Shaden in the hall closet, WXFM 106 on your FM dial, 75 degrees now. Beginning Wednesday morning, September 1st, our hall closet program will be heard 1 hour earlier, beginning at 7 o'clock on this station. And we'll be on for 2 full hours every day from 7 until 9. And we hope that you will be able to tune us in a little earlier so you can enjoy all the good old radio sounds that we have to offer Monday through Friday mornings here on WXFM. Beginning Wednesday, September 1st, our hall closet will be heard from 7 until 9 on this station, and I hope that you can join us. It's 20 minutes now before 10 o'clock Northwest Federal Savings Time. Is your bank open when you're busy and closed when you're not? Northwest Federal Savings knows that a good place to save is ready for you when you're ready. So, Northwest Federal Savings is open 63 hours a week in all the places you might be, because there are 5 convenient locations in the Great Northwest Territory. So if you're shopping around 6 Corners, Northwest Federal Savings is just a block west of Cicero Avenue on Irving Park. Saving in Des Plaines, Northwest Federal's just east of the Tri-State on Dempster. Cashing a check in Norridge, huh? Well, Northwest is in the Harlem Irving Shopping Center. Looking for a loan in Arlington Heights? Go to Algonquin and Gulf for still another Northwest Federal. Don't forget the Edison Park office on Northwest Highway. 5 convenient Northwest Federal Savings locations for all your savings needs. Open 63 hours a week to satisfy them all. Northwest keeps the best hours yours.
It's Northwest Federal Savings Time, 63 hours a week.
Now back to the conclusion of Mystery is My Hobby.
Well, we found the trunk, all right. It was at the Eversafe warehouse, just as Mitch had said. And it was registered under the name of Milton Green, also, as Mitch had said. Strangely enough, though, Lou Dowden seemed to change completely. He seemed to take a sadistic delight that everything was exactly as Mitch had said.
I guess you did the right thing after all, Dick.
Well, gee, thanks, boys.
I don't suppose either of you gentlemen have the key.
Oh, sure, I got it. I put it there in my keyring. Here you are.
Thank you, Mitch. Give me a hand, Mitch.
Not me.
All right, Inspector.
Yeah.
It isn't a very pretty sight, is it? Is that Vi Hanley, Lou?
Yeah, that's Vi, all right.
Well, I guess that clinches it. Everything is just as Lila Frazier said. The body's doubled up, lying face down. Yes, indeed. Inspector, help me lift her out of here, will you?
Do we have to, Bart?
Yes, I think we'd better. Come on.
Okay.
I just want to check a little further.
Well, I don't see
the
what
wounds, Inspector.
Ah.
Yeah. Yes, that checks, too. You remember Lila said there were 6 wounds.
Yeah, that's right. And there are 6 wounds.
Yes, indeed. And by a small caliber pistol, too, from all the appearances. 3 in the front and 3 in the back.
You boys did a thorough job.
Yes, Inspector, you might as well make your arrests. There's a lot of charges. Counterfeiting and murder. Sugar, Inspector?
Yeah, 3. Oh, no. You weren't going to catch me that way again. From now on, I'm drinking it black.
You're getting too fat anyway.
You know, that Lila dame sure fooled me at that.
Yes, Inspector, but you were at a disadvantage. You didn't know, neither did I, for that matter, that Vi Hanley had been two-timing her with her boyfriend, that Tom Russell. It would have been easier for both of us if we'd known about the revenge motive.
Yeah. Women and love.
And in this case, Inspector, money.
Yeah.
And, of course, after Lila had seen that letter, it was a simple thing for her to plant evidence around so it would look as if Lou Dowden and Mitch had done it. That counterfeiting angle was pretty clever, you know. A little truth mixed in with a lot of lies always makes the whole story sound plausible.
Yeah.
More sugar, Inspector?
Oh, yeah. 3 spoons.
Right you are. 3 spoons.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I still don't see, though, how you figured out that Lila had done it herself. I was all ready to arrest the other 2.
Oh, it was very simple, Inspector. I knew that Lila must have lied, that's all.
Oh, so? Her story checked, even to the 6 bullet wounds.
Yes, I know. It did at that. But, Inspector, if she only saw the body as she said she did, lying face down in the trunk, how could she have known there were 6 bullet wounds?
Well, there were 6.
Yes, but there were only 3 in the back.
Yeah. Why didn't I think of that?
Well, don't feel too badly. You would have eventually. Anyway, you did a good job, Inspector. You arrested 1 for murder, 2 for counterfeiting, and also for the attempted murder of Lila Frazier.
Yep. We caught so many fish this time, Bart, I feel just like I was Galucas. Except, of course, we didn't catch any mermaids. At least not one as fair as Scylla.
Inspector, honestly, you amaze me. What goes with all this sudden classic knowledge?
Well, I... Yes, sir. Might as well tell you.
Well, I should hope so.
Well, you're always spouting that stuff. Du Maurier and Shakespeare and solving crimes is always duck soup for you. So I thought as if... Well...
Yes, go on, Inspector.
Well, I've been going a night school. Well, I guess I must have picked the wrong subject. Those Greek gods and those nymphs don't seem to help me solve my cases one darn bit. Fact is, those nymphs somehow seem to take my mind off crime.
Oh, Inspector.
Go on, laugh. But you can't blame a fellow for trying.
Forgive me, Inspector. Don't let it get you down. Keep on going to night school, boy. A hobby's a wonderful thing. That's why I make mystery mine.
Mystery is my hobby. From the casebook of Barton Drake. Death Loses the Body. From January 7th of 1948. Chuck Shaden here, Hall Closet, WXFM 106 on your FM dial. 13 and a half minutes before 10 o'clock. Mystery is his hobby. If collecting mystery tapes is a hobby of yours, then you may want to get our cassette tape of the month for the month of August, which features Suspense and The Shadow.
Tell me, where's Duke now?
I don't know. I can't reach them. They had a job on tonight. They should be finished now.
After the job, where will they be?
Well, I don't...
Where will they be?
At the hideout. It's an abandoned ice house near the bridge. They're meeting there to split the take.
Perhaps the Shadow will join that little meeting. And if you've told the truth, no harm will come to you. But if you've lied, Blondie, you'll answer to the Shadow.
The Shadow and Suspense. An hour's worth of good listening. Our August cassette tape of the month provides it for only $5 from the Hall Closet, Box 421, Morton Grove, 60053. Brett Morrison stars as Lamont Cranston, wealthy young man about town who becomes the Shadow to prove that crime does not pay. Stakeout is the name of this thrilling shadow adventure. Plus, we offer a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense as Peter Lorre, Wendy Berry, and George Zucco star in Moment of Darkness, 2 fine mysteries on our cassette tape of the month for August, only $5 from the Hall Closet, Box 421, Morton Grove, 60053. Or you can get your August cassette at any office of Northwest Federal Savings. But by mail, send $5 for The Shadow and Suspense. Send to the Hall Closet, Box 421, Morton Grove, 60053. We'll also enclose a list of previous cassettes of the month that are still available, and if you would like to have that list, but if you don't care to order the August tape, then just send the self-addressed stamped envelope to the Hall Closet, Box 421, Morton Grove, or pick up the list or any of our Hall Closet tapes at our Metro Golden Memory Shop at 5120 West Irving Park Road in Chicago. Now here's Miss Eleanor Powell.
You are done fooling with me. I got a feeling you're fooling. I got a notion it's make-believe. I think you're laughing right off your sleeve, fooling with me. Life is worth living while you are giving moments of paradise. You're such a standout, but how you hand out that hocus pocus from your eyes. I got a feeling you're fooling. I got a feeling it's all a prank. It's just a well-known old army game. No fooling. No fooling. When you're fooling with me.
Eleanor Powell singing and dancing her way into our heart this morning from the movie Broadway Melody of 1936. 5 years before that, back in 1931, that's when Nelson Hirschberg Ford first started selling Fords on Irving Park Road. Yes, over all these years, Ralph Hirschberg and now Jurgen Hirschberg and all the folks at Nelson Hirschberg are very much aware that the Ford owner who comes again to get his new Ford from Nelson Hirschberg is the Ford owner who has been treated with old-fashioned respect and courtesy. Not only when he buys that new Ford, but while he owns it, too. Thousands of Ford owners come back again and again to do business with Nelson Hirschberg, one of Chicagoland's oldest, most respected Ford dealers. Find out for yourself. Get your new Ford from an old-fashioned dealer. Visit Nelson Hirschberg Ford at 5133 Irving Park Road. It's 5 blocks west of Cicero at Laramie. Now, Tony Martin sings Cole Porter's Begin the Begin.
When they begin, brings back the sound of music so tender. Brings back a night of tropical splendor. It brings back a memory evergreen. once more under the stars. Down by the shore, an orchestra's playing. Even the palms seem to be swaying when they begin the beginning. Live it again is past all endeavor, except when that tune clutches my heart, and there we are, swearing to love forever and promising never, never to part. What moments divine, what rapture serene. Till clouds come along to disperse the joys we had tasted. And now when I hear people curse the chance that was wasted, I know but too well what they mean. So don't let them begin the beginning. Let the love that was once a fire remain an ember. Let it sleep like the dead desire I only remember. When they begin the beginning. Oh, yes, let them begin, make them fly. The stars were there before, return above you, till you whisper to me once more, darling, I love you. And we suddenly know what heaven will be when they begin the beginning. When they begin the beginning.
When someone mentions carpet or rug cleaning, the first name that comes to mind is Magicist. Hi, this is Carmelita Pope, reminding you that Magicist also sells rugs. Magicist carries a nice selection of colors and styles, all priced to satisfy the tightest of budgets. In addition to bargains and new rugs, Magicist also carries a selection of unclaimed rugs. You can find a truly outstanding buy in an unclaimed rug and finally afford to cover the rec room or basement floor. Magicist also stocks bathroom carpeting and can assist you in fitting your van or camper to a T. When you're in the market for a rug, the first name that should come to mind is Magicist. For the location of the Magicist rug sales room nearest you, see the white pages. Chicago phones call 378-8600. Master charge and Bank AmeriCard welcome.
Come clean with Magicist and get your whole house Magicist clean.
Well, the old clock up on the studio wall says it's time to go for now, but we'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same station, with more sounds of entertainment from the hall closet. Tomorrow, we'll have a command performance from Armed Forces Radio with Frank Morgan, the Andrews Sisters, Frank Sinatra, and Nelson Eddy. We'll also have a visit with the folks at the small house halfway up the next block, Vic and Sade, of the Adventures of Maisie, and throughout the morning, a musical salute to the Coon Sanders Nighthawks. This is Chuck Shaden. Thanks for listening.
Confused about savings plans? When you decide to invest your money, you're faced with a tough decision. You have all kinds of options with pros and cons to each of them. At Cregan Federal Savings, they're offering what they believe are the best choices for the most people. Savings plans with two special advantages. First, you earn a very high rate of interest, and second, your money is safely insured by an agency of the federal government. Passbook and certificate savings plans from Cregan Federal Savings give you the very highest interest allowed, from 5.25% up to 7.75% per annum. You won't find higher rates of interest available anywhere on insured savings. Why not stop by Cregan Federal Savings today? They have what it takes to end your confusion over savings plans. Cregan Federal Savings, with 7 convenient offices in Chicago, Park Ridge, Itasca, and Schaumburg. Call 889-1000 for the office nearest you. That's 889-1000.
In stereo at 106 from high atop Sears Tower, this is WXFM, Elmwood Park, Chicago. Count VJ and his Journeys in Music is on the air Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in 4-channel quadraphonic stereo. Stay tuned now. The Count is back, and he's next.
Hi, this is Frank Sinatra. If you want to fly around the world, and come fly with me, with some of the swingin'est tunes I've ever sung. And Mr. Billy May is our co-pilot on the orchestra side, and we really take off in some great romantic songs, too.
Hi, guys. Billy May speaking.
Hello, everybody. This is Tony Bennett reminding you that you're tuned to the station with the big sound and radio.
This is Harry Belafonte.
Hi, this is Peggy Lee.
This is Steve Allen. It's a known fact that your dial is set to the station with the big sound and radio.
Hi, this is Bobby Darin.
Hi there. This is Nelson Riddle speaking. I'm happy to be here and to be able to tell you, come on, get happy. To hey, let yourself go.
Hello, this is Joni James.
This is Andre Previn. This is Vic Damone.
Hi, everybody. This is Keely Smith. I came by today to sing a little warm, smoky love song.
This is Ed Sullivan, and this is the station with a really big sound all year round.
This is Pat Cooper, and I want to welcome you to the Count DJ Show, the best in the Midwest, the Count of Chicago. Hey, take it away, my man, BJ. Yeah, it's DJ, the Count from Chicago. Waka-daka-do and a waka-daka-dee.
Buongiorno, grazie. This is the Count of Chicago. Well, if you haven't already guessed in the first 10 seconds, the count is up today. I mean, really up. We're going to jam like we've never jammed before. I feel it. I just feel it. Welcome aboard Journey's Music, a program that continuously features the sounds of the big bands. Beautiful voices, jazz unlimited. It's all happening from high atop the Sears Tower in 4-channel stereo. Most of it comes from you by request. As a matter of fact, I've got about 10 to catch up on from yesterday. Something special you'd like to hear? Call us at 847-6390. Don't look now, but this could be your brother-in-law. It could very well be. Fellas know what I'm talking about. The girls, well, ask the boys. 75 degrees officially from all reporting stations. Relative humidity at 64%. The winds are rather calm off the lake at 6 miles per. Mostly sunny and warm is the forecast for today. It's been that way for the last 6 or 7 days. Looking for a high in the mid or upper 80s. Slightly lower near the lake. Tonight, fair and mild, a low in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, continued warm, a high once again in the mid or upper 80s. No relief in sight. If you're looking for some rain to help you pay the water bill for getting your grass green, forget about it. Right now, we're going to start with a little something about all the things you are. That could be your next mystery guest artist. I doubt it, but it could be. Go, Solly, go. DJ, your host on WXFM from high atop the Sears Tower. By request. Here's the man with a little witchcraft.
Are those fingers in my hair that sly come hither stare strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. And I've got so it is too intense for it, good common sense for it too. 'Cause it's witchcraft. Oh, I know it's strictly taboo. When you rouse the need in me, my heart says yes, indeed, in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to.
All right.
It's such an ancient pitch, but one that I'd never switch. There ain't no nicer witch than you. Witchcraft, cuckoo witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me, my heart says yes, indeed, in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It is such an ancient patient pitch, but one that I'd never switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you, than you, than you. Oh, you're a fine witch.
He did say witch, W-I-T-C-H. Mr. Ralph Martiri.
I know, Private West. I'd like to suggest you call the best. Nitty Travel Bureau Incorporated. They have 2 locations for your convenience to serve you with fast, accurate, and friendly service on all your travel needs. Nitty East at 1162 West Grand Avenue, and Nitty West at 2725 North Thatcher in River Grove. The River Grove location is open Monday, Thursday, and Friday evenings until 8 p.m. Saturdays until 1 p.m. Telephone 456-2950. And remember always, for any desired destination, whether it be north, south, east, or west, contact Nitty for the best. Forecast reads sunny and warm for today and tomorrow, ranging in the That's a two-pro Chevrolet, a little fast. Chevrolet. It's the dealer and service that makes the difference. All Chevrolets are created equal. Right or wrong? You agree to it, right? It's the dealer. Here's one for Johnny Chevrolet. The song is You.
School of Stanton in San Salvador on guitar. The song is you. Yesterday's written for Ruby. Came in about 1 minute before the hour. Miss Billie Holiday. Solitude.
In my